Hey and welcome everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today we dive into Aska with a new world because our former crew member Kaja, she was kicked out of the Lintavas Tribe after, pushing them way too hard and then stranding her Carvey without any resources on a tiny island and no way to get back. So the villagers cast her out and she decided not to pursue setting up a new tribe in Aska anymore. So I'm taking over. Let's see what I can find in the new world that I'm starting today. If you are curious, I have put the seed in the show notes below, so be sure to check them out. I have a special setting for this world. I like to play it a little bit more casual, although this setting at the same time also makes it a little bit harder. So we have terrain aspect smooth and flat. I always start in spring because I prefer that. Now the year length is at max. Precipitation is one tick above default because that will help you to get more mushrooms. More about that at some point in the future. And I also like to play at max day length because I feel that the shorter day, the default day, is just way too fast for me. I chose to do a structure decay at low because with that, especially in spring and autumn and winter, structures already decay quite a lot. You will see that, storms can just also happen quite a lot this way. And clothing decay is set to low. Now the difficulty, I like my invasions easy. I mean, I am a solo player. I don't have loads of time and I still want to play the game, so I make it a little bit easier on myself. There is a low monster density, but with a high population. We still want those resources from those monsters. Wolfars are at a medium, and that will give you somewhere between 10 and 14 wolfar dens. And of that, about 2/3 are inactive and the rest is active. So it all depends on where the active ones are for how much or how far you will have to go to get all the resources from the wolfars. Herbivores, that's the smokers and the Fenmar, and I've set them too high because, meat is very handy. And I've set the bears to medium. With my settings, I have so far, on all the worlds I have explored, and I have explored hundreds, with my settings, I have only found one bear den per world with specifically my settings. I don't know how that is with other settings. Let's dive into it. Let's see where we are. This is our shipwreck. And let's first say goodbye to our gentle blue giant guy who brought us here, or at least that's what I like to think. And let's see, we've got jumping fish there, that's a good sign. Oh, and there we've got jumping fish as well. So if we decide to settle here, we've got at least 2 fishing points easily, so that's good. Let's first pick up all the Jotun blood here because we're gonna need them. And let's get some resources to make the first tools. Now, what I always do is fill my inventory up with wood, with sticks, and then get at least 12 small stones and about 10 to 20 15, my apologies, and about 15 flax And that should get you started with all your tools. And let's get all those things out of the way as well. It's easy. Now, if you really want, you can also harvest the reeds and make flax of those, but I normally don't do that because reeds are not the easiest to come by. And as you see, I've used magenta as the highlighting color because that makes it so much easier to see where the resources are. And I like to know, I like to see it at a glance because that makes it so much easier. I like this coastal area. But that's not everything to look for. Let's see how many stones. Oh, we need a few more. And let's grab some food as well. Now, one tip about the mussels. They not only, as long as the bar of the mussels is green, like you can see here. As long as that bar is green, the mussels will not only give you, will not only replenish your hunger bar, but it will also replenish a little bit of your thirst bar. So that's always good to keep in mind. Let's see if I can find a few more stones. I think that's all in here. No. Oh, there. Okay, I've got enough stones. Now I need to... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Because those are... These form a wonderful portal. Do you see that? I like that. As in, I mean, that feels to me like a majestical entrance to a potential city. Let's see what's beyond that, because I have no idea if this could be a viable location for a village. Like, you know, with the shipwreck being there, we could make potentially a future harbor here with, you know, warehouses and things like that, and then have a village beyond that. So let's check out what's beyond there and pick up some flax. I see there's flax here, and we need flax. Now, here's a tip. You see that the flax seeds also have a health bar, so to speak. And you want to be careful in the beginning not to pick up too much flax until you have built your gatherer's hut. Because once you've built your gatherer's hut, you can put your seeds in there. And then they won't decay anymore. But, I mean, seeds are not always the easiest resources to come by. So keep that in mind until you've built your gatherer's pit. Gatherer's pit, I should say. Oh, is that a cave over there? Let's check it out. Yeah, I think that's a cave. I'll pick up that flax in a bit. Yeah, that's a cave. Oh, now that's interesting. So, we've got a spawn point over there. We've got a nice entrance to a village. Potentially, I should say. And we've got a cave here. Let's see, because we also have Fenmar. Oh, and we have smokers. Okay, so there's one thing you need to know about the caves. They usually have smokers around them. The question is, how close are they? They are pretty close. So that means that when I built my workshop and all the other things here, I will need to place some fences to make sure that the smokers can't get to it. Because they will eat everything that's in your warehouses and your woodcutter hut and stonecutter's pit, etc. They will literally eat everything. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, let's see what's at the back of the cave, because I have a feeling if you look at the map, you see here, that's quite a large area that's just lighter. You see that? And this here, it's all just a bit lighter in color than the rest. So I have a feeling this might actually be quite a large cave, but we'll see that. But important is what's behind it. Is that, do I spot on the map a lake? Do we have a lake here? That's a lake. Ladies and gents, we have a lake. We have a winner. This is a perfect location. Yes, we'll have the village here. Now let's see how the lake is. Is this a... Oh, this is actually quite a large lake. I like that because that gives options to place loads of fishing huts. And let's see how the back of the lake is. You know, this gives options. I like this. This is a good area to place housing. Okay, so we've got these rocks. But you know, we also have the mine. And with the mine come crawler sacks. And yeah, that's helpful. So let's check out how far we can go with this. This could actually be a very good place to stay. It is. I really like this. Okay, so of course we have the challenge of the smokers, no doubt. Yeah, there are smokers here. Well, hello smokers. But you know what? We'll deal with them. That's why we have the hunters as well. Or at least we'll have them in the future. So that's good. I like this. Yes, we're going with this. And here is a higher part of the lake. Okay, let's see where this is leading. We've got a nice area to work with here as well. There's the Fenmar. I suspect that we'll have smokers around here as well. Yeah, there's one. So that's something to keep in mind. And what else do we have? Well, actually we have quite a large area to work with here. I like that. Oh. Oh. Okay, so there's something to be careful about. You see that there? Well, hello, Mr. Bear. Let's see if I can quickly tag it and then be gone. Yes, okay, I think he spotted me. So let's get the heck out of here. Because I'm not gonna survive that. There's no way I'm taking down a bear. And he's gone. Okay, phew. That's a good thing. Now, let's pick up some flax, because I haven't done that. And let's start with our build. Let's first make the tools that we need. And then we can get going. Let's pick up some extra flax because I think I need it for the campfire. Yeah, we needed some, but that's fine. We've got enough. Oh yeah, you see, there are the smokers. So yeah, we've got. Let's recap. We have a mine close to the spawn point. We have a lake close to the spawn point. The lake and the mine are, I mean, not on top of each other, but very close. That's something I like as well. We've got lots of areas to work with, but we also have the smokers to deal with. And I suspect that with the mine being there, the smokers will also turn up here. So, yeah, I mean, they're not showing up right now. But I have a feeling that once I start building, the smokers will come. Especially once we have resources. So let's check this out. See, that is a beautiful lake. And I will put the fishing huts and the lodgings for the fishers on the other side of the lake. And then I can have this. You know, I always like the idea of a food court. So I'm going to make a food court here because I've got plenty of space to work with. Yeah, plenty of space to work with. I mean, ignore these large boulders. That's just... You see those flatter areas like there where you can see those these 3 rocks, and that's ideal to put warehouses for the fishers, and you see that also on the other side. So yeah, let's get this started. I might build my chieftain's hut here or on the other side. I'll decide on that later. Let's first get started. Now this is a nice, relatively flat area that I can work with. Oh, well, that's always handy. So let's see. We'll get to those things, to those red things later. Let's pick up some more sticks. Ooh, that's okay. So let's drop the sticks here for a moment. And now I can pick up these. Because especially in the beginning, you want all the sticks you can get. So no other resources from what I can see. So let's get started with flattening this area, because that makes it a bit easier. And I like having these stones here as a sort of a marker. have this one here, and we have that as a kind of a marker. I like that idea. Now it takes a little bit of time to flatten this area, but it does help a little bit in the future. So I will let the editor Sherry skip ahead for you guys, so that you don't have to see the entire process in real time. And what you just saw happening is courtesy to one of the mods, because that really helps with clearing these. I use Echoes of the Seer, but that's just, I only use it for the terraforming part, for certain terraforming parts. And I use Build-A-Buddy from Grimwolf, and Flights of Fancy and Pups in Perpetuity, also both from Grimwolf. And I use Aska Plus, and I think that's about it. And these are just so handy. It is such a pleasure to work with them. And basically, these are all just quality of life mods, and that is so awesome. Now, as you can see, it does nothing to these big blocks. Okay, now we've got this. Let's start with setting up a few things. Now, the final locations of these may vary depending on what I want to do in the future. Yep. Let's pick up the sticks. Okay, I need 5 more small stone. Now, I'm not going to tear those apart because I want to keep those. So I'm going to look for another small stone. There we go. Now we don't need that large stone immediately, but it will come handy soon enough. So I'm gonna take it with me anyways. So let's put that there. Let's put these there. And let's also build the fire cover and the barbecue. You need the barbecue as well. You basically need both of them. So that's something to keep in mind. You need both of them. You need the barbecue, and later on you can also build the tavern once you have the Eye of Odin set up. But you need the barbecue to be able to use the tavern. So that's, yeah, not always logical. Okay, let's see. I kind of like the idea of having a well here between those 2 trees, so I'll leave those. And I'll just cut these. We'll need the bark and more sticks. And you see, we need these as well, the resin, at least in the beginning. Later on, you will swim in the resin. But that's not the case yet. And you can use the resin to make the clubs. Now, at the moment, there's no need to make a weapon yet. So first, let's make sure that we have the proper things to build. And oh, right, I can place a shelter already. I forgot about that. Let's place the first one. Because when you have the shelter built, you can also build the Eye of Odin. And then you can start calling villages, and we'll want that, right? We want those villages. Now you see that I need more bark and more sticks. But since we're gonna cut down another 3 anyways, I'll wait with that. And once I've built the shelter, I can call villages and they can help me build things. And that makes things a lot easier. Oh, I need more flax. And you see what I told you guys earlier. You see that the muscles have now a yellow bar. And you'll see that you can only replenish your health bar, the orange bar. It won't replenish your thirst bar. You see here the flax is already at a very low point, so we probably won't be able to use these seeds. Which is a bummer, but okay, you know. We'll work with it. Oh, let's cut down the second tree as well. Because we need more long sticks. And loads of more sticks. In the beginning of the game, sticks really is an issue. And then at some point, you reach a turning point, and then you'll be swimming in sticks and bark. And those are the moments that you think, okay, can I also use it to burn? Yeah, you can. But in the beginning, you really do not want that. Okay, so I need 4 more sticks for the shelter. And I'm keeping that bark that you see highlighted above because I need 8 bark for the shelter. And I really want the shelter to be finished first. We can cut down these trees as well. Now the question is, where will this one end up? Will something end up in the water? That's actually a big question. So far, it seems it's safe. But mind you, those logs can roll down. But they didn't in this case. They didn't in this case, so that's good. We have more sticks, but we need the bark. Here's the bark. There we go. Now, there are 2 things I can do. I can build the Eye of Odin here. But, you know, I kind of like the idea of having the Eye of Odin with the shipwreck and in the place where I want to have the harbor in the future. That feels like a good arrival point for new villages. And since they can safely travel from the Eye of Odin, I mean, we just saw that when I came to the lake. This is completely safe. There are no enemies here. Not even wisps. At least not in the immediate vicinity, from what I saw. So that's perfect. And you see, this is actually a perfect place to build the harbor, and not only the harbor building, but also warehouses, you know, where stuff is being dropped off from voyages and things like that. So I really like that. We've got loads of space here. And here, you know, I'm thinking I've got the shipwreck here. I might build some docks around it, build a harbor somewhere here. So let's build the Eye of Odin here, because that will open up a few things again. And thanks to the Build-A-Buddy mod, I am also capable of building on the beach, because at a certain point you can't build on the beach. So yeah, you need the Build-A-Buddy mod from Grimwolf for that. Now, as you can see, I need 2 long sticks and 8 sticks, but I can't cut these trees because I don't have the proper axe for that. So yeah, I need to do some walking for that. But you know, that's fine. That's fine. I might as well take some extra water as well. And let's see, do we have... Ooh, we need to go far back, but that's fine. Okay, here we have young fir. I'll mark the area as well, that makes it a lot easier to find it all back. Now, I'm thinking with those willow trees. I mean, I know we can now have the willow trees as decorational, but why would you do that if you have these that are already here? So I'm going to make sure that my woodcutters, my future woodcutters, can't cut these willow trees, which means that I need to make sure that the resource flags are not set to wood in this area, because otherwise they will cut them down. And I'm thinking, with the lake being there, let me grab the map for you guys. With the lake being there behind those trees and this hill being here, I'm thinking it might be fun to have terraces where we have housing. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think it could be fun. And then leave this block here as a sort of a divider. I mean, going one way, going to the cave, to the mine. The other way, going up to the village, and through the village to the lake behind the village. See that? I like that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'd love to hear it. So let's get back and let's get the resources I need. I'll leave the bark for the villages later on. Can I place? No, I can't place the resource flags yet. We don't quite need them because if everything goes all right, I think I'm gonna flatten out this area. Have a few warehouses here. Yeah, I'm really gonna need those fences. But have a few warehouses here for the initial production of the mine. And for the rest I'll see. I don't know yet. It's just fun to figure it out. I think this is the first time in any world that I've had... Well, in any world since the major overhaul of the generation system, of the world generation system, that I've had the lake and the cave or the mine so close to each other and also so close to the spawn point. So yeah, I mean, this is just perfect. I love it. Here we go. Now we can call our first villages. Let's start with that. Who do we get? A night worker. That's good. See, there's the flax seed that I just told you guys about. Okay, so we have a blossom tender. He might come with farming perks. We have a rain dancer. He's going to be a problem in the summer. But he's also a night worker. And it is handy to have a night worker, or multiple night workers I should say, with the perk of a night worker, in this case nocturnal resilience. And if he doesn't have any other very useful perks, I'm going to use him as a future warrior. So yeah, I mean, we will get farmers. The night perks, it really depends. He has stout constitution. Yeah, I mean that's handy as well, but I'm going for our night worker, Björn. Let's see what you have. Now, and let's see. I can't build any fences yet, because we need the woodcutter's pit for that. So first, we need three things. We need the woodcutter's pit, we need the gatherer's pit, and we need the stonecutter's pit. And we need some more shelter, but that will come in the future. I mean, this is also an ideal area for the hunters. There's plenty of Fenmar to hunt, and smokers as well. Sorry, Grim, but yeah, some of the smokers will have to be sacrificed to, you know, supply our population with food. I mean, that's going to be a thing. But we also have this lake, and this lake is going to be so helpful with food, especially in the beginning. Okay, what I'm going to do first is place the gatherer's hut. Now I can place it nicely into this corner. What I'm going to do is just pin it, and the worker will use that later on. So the worker will terraform this, because he can't find any bark. Or what he can find, because I dropped that. Okay, let me see. This, you see this? I kind of like this, having these two trees. Maybe I'll keep these 3 trees and have a sort of a... I mean, we have this natural water collector. With the build-up ready, I can also have a well in the middle here. So I'm going to leave these 3 trees. And speaking about wells, I need to place the rain collector, otherwise I can't even build a well. So let's do that. And then let's also place down... Also start with a terraforming in front of the mine, because we need that. Yeah, there are the Fenmores. Oh, look. Yeah. Okay, so... He's a farmer, darn. Okay, farmer it is. We're gonna have a farmer. Bjorn, you're going to be the farmer, which means in the beginning, because we can't build a farm yet, you will be building. Now, what I always do is use a few codes in the naming to make it easier for myself to find them. Bjorn is going to be a farmer, and he is going to be on the night shift because he prefers the night. I'll put him on the night shift 1, and let's create the shift. And I am blatantly copying a Starbucks schedule for this, because I think he has a very good schedule. And I do adjust a few things. Oh, no, that needs to be leisure. And this needs to be work, and these 2 need to be leisure. Because I also have adjusted schedules for cooks and warehousing people, but I'll show you that later. Now let's create the 2 night shift. Now, it takes me a little time to do this in the beginning, but once you've done that, or once you've set it all up, then you don't have to worry about it anymore. I mean, there can be villagers who need to eat more or sleep more or drink more. You can adjust your schedules to that, but that's just a tiny change. And you have your main schedule ready. Rest up is easy for those for after an invasion, and for those characters who for some reason just didn't do things right. And I also have a Lightkeeper schedule that's for the builders specifically for the winter. Because then the builders will light the fires and the lights, the lanterns, during the leisure time. So that's what I specifically do. Now this is the schedule for the cooks and the warehouses. As you can see, I just adjust 1 hour. It's just 1 hour earlier. But that helps with the load on the barbecue and on the tavern. Well, now the tavern, and the cookhouses and things like that. It makes it all just a little bit easier. And I do that for all main schedules. So that you can have easily... that you can interchange that easily. Or change that easily. And there we go. Now, our villager was a night worker. He's going to be a farmer. So, let's put him on there. And since he is a night worker, I can immediately assign him the shelter. So, let's get him going. Because he won't start to sleep yet. That's easy. Okay, let's head to the mine. See, he is terraforming already. That's good. See, there's one smoker. Now, there is one tip I want to give you guys. This is a smoker that has horns. This is a male smoker, for those who don't know. I mean, it's in the middle of the night, but it's, yeah. You can clearly see those horns. If you... my experience up until now is that if you catch... usually it's the second male smoker I catch on the first or the second day, and he will give me the smoker horn. So let's see, because it's not the easiest thing to get them while you don't have any fences yet. Okay, come here. I'm going to take you... because basically you need to find a way to trap them. And I can assure you it's not the easiest thing. Because these buggers are just really slippery. But we do have a shelter. So hopefully I can trap him long enough to, you know, get him killed. See, this is what I always hate. But right now, let's drop him and... here. Come here. Okay, can I... if I drop you here... oh, that's... what the heck did I do? Okay, that's interesting. Come here. Come here. See, it takes a while before you can kill. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to show you guys. Let's see if he drops a horn already. Or if I need to kill another smoker. I need to kill another one. Because this is just meat and a lot of scraps and the bones. The bones are very... oh, I think I can now make myself a simple club. Oh, yeah, I need one more bone and I need 5 sticks. Okay. So, let's give our... let's first turn this off. Because otherwise... I mean, it's not freezing, so we don't need that. Let's give you the rope. And is this a young fur? No, it's a fur. Here we have young fur. Let's get him started with building the gatherer's hut. We need 3 long sticks. The gatherer's hut is easy. 3 long sticks and 6 sticks. So I should be okay with cutting down 2 young furs. That should give him more than enough. And it probably also gives him enough to finish the fire cover and the rain collector. There we go. That's 1. And that's 2. So now the biggest question is... oh, there he is. He's not... why are you not doing anything? Yes, I've just cut down some resources for you. Now, the weird thing is, sometimes... Let's see, can I place... Yes, I can. See, the Gatherer's Hut doesn't have any flag yet. Doesn't have a flag yet. So... Oh, let's pick up this stick. There we go. I will take down this marker later on. Now, what I can simply do is turn everything off besides settlement, because he just needs to pick up all that stuff. Now, let's get back to the mine. And then let's start the terraforming there, because that needs to be done as well. Now, the fun thing is, with the mine, it has a somewhat protected area where you can't terraform. But if you place the terraform markers here, I mean, these two won't be terraformed. But it will take that height to start with. And that's what we need. Now, I do take the resources here, because otherwise they will be destroyed. We don't want that. And I can fish now. Okay, that well is going to be destroyed, but that's fine. Because with the Build a Buddy mod, we can build wells anywhere. Grimwolf, I love you for that. It is such an amazing mod. And Grimwolf is an amazing person. Check him out on Twitch. And I will post that link in the show notes. I will also post a link to Sir Bucky's channel in the show notes as well. Okay, so and let's get this flags, because otherwise it will be destroyed. Oh, and here is an onion. Might as well get that as well. Yeah, let's get him started. Wait, or something. No, okay. Now I need I need 5 more Jotunblood, so let's see if we can find Jotunblood shards here. The small ones, because I can't cut down the large ones yet. Here we go, here's a small one. And you see in the top left that our villager is slowly working on the Gatherer's Hut. Now, and you might wonder why I haven't put the Woodcutter's Hut and the Stonecutter's Hut at that location either. Or not yet. But I'm going to place them directly with the mine, because that's easier. Okay, let's see. I haven't placed... Oh, well, that's fine. That can remain there for now. At some point, I expect I will have loads of resource markers everywhere. And then the villagers can pick it all up. The Gatherer's Hut is almost finished. And we can also place a tavern pit. So once I have summoned the second villager, I will start the terraforming for the tavern pit as well. And we have the next building complete. The gatherer's pit is complete. Excellent. From now on, I can put all my seeds in there. Now, luckily, I can control... yeah, I can control this marker. This is from the foraging hut. Now, we can do foraging, hunting, because we've got smokers there. Well, I expect smugglers will be there. I haven't seen them yet. But I have seen the Fenmar there. So hunting and settlement. I'm leaving out the forestry because I will probably let them just... I will probably just get all the wood myself and not replace it. And I'm not going to do that with the wood and stone either, because if you place the wood, if you say that they can get the wood, they will also cut down all the willow trees around the lake, and they will also get all the thatch around the lake. And if there's one thing I know, that at least in my experience, the villagers will get the thatch from the woodcutter's house and burn it. And I mean, thatch is not that easy to come by. So I don't want that happening. So now I need 3 more Jotun blood. Well, that might be a bit of a challenge, if you, as you can see. And yes, I'm tempted to cut down those 2 Jotun blood shards at the village, but at the same time, I think they have a nice spot there, so I'm not going to do that. I just realized that I might need to be careful here, because I haven't got a clue where I'm going. But there is a small hint I can give you guys. You see, there's no circle thing here. You don't see that here either. So I'm expecting there's no wolfard den here. At least not in the area that I have already cleared. There might be one. Nah, this is too close to the lake. This distance is too close to the lake to have a wolfard den here. Now here, I'm not sure. We'll find that out later. But where I am now, there won't be a wolfard den. Oh, and what I forgot about the gatherer's hut, you can access the menu through the map. And what I always do is, once it's built, I just blacklist everyone. Or rather, just tick the box of whitelisting no one. Because otherwise they will just start eating your raw food if you don't have enough stuff yet. I need 1 more Jotun blood. Those are big shards. I can't cut this. Oh, here's another one. Here's another small shard. I have to say, this looks like a very nice forest ground, don't you? Don't you agree? It's the moss and some low-growing plants and some grass. I like it. The devs have done a very good job at this. Okay, and since I'm close to this one, I might as well take this Jotun shard as well. Okay, now let's head to... Oh, here's another one. Of course, when you don't need Jotun shards anymore, well, at least not instantly, you'll find them everywhere, the small ones. But that's fine. I suspect that my X will give out any... Yeah, there we are. Can I make another pickaxe? Okay, let's see. I can make the stone blades, that's not a problem. Oh, and I can make the ropes. That's good, because that means I can make another pickaxe. And then I don't have to mark this spot. I don't need to go back. I can just finish this here and now. I mean, I know I could have grabbed the pickaxe from the villager, but this is handier. And they will pick up those large stones at some point in the future. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. But, having said that, this is actually also a very interesting area. You know, it's... Let's see, are there any wisps here? None that I can see. I think, with this being relatively close to our future harbor, I think this might be a very nice location for the for Dodo Town. Yeah, I think I might make that here. Now, why do I want a Dodo Town? Well, just dodos, and you can breed them, so that's a good thing as well. And for the rest, they give eggs, and they give feathers, and meat. Well, not. I mean, they give the meat and feather. I think they give meat. They give feathers when they're slaughtered, but they give feathers, and your archers need feathers. So yeah, that's why I like that. Now let's call forth the second villager, and let's hope this is a suitable warrior, because that would be enormously handy. Okay, let's cut down this one as well, since we're at it anyways. Now I realize that by having the Eye of Odin all the way at the shipwreck, it takes me a little bit of time to call the next villager. But you know, once you've started building everywhere and you've got builders working and things like that, then it really doesn't matter anymore. And that's just an easy thing. Oh, hold it. Ah. Ooh. Oh, I can eat these. You know, at some point you realize that some things are more important. I mean that onion did just a little bit positive to my health, but I mean it's not enormous. But I now have almost enough to call forth 2 villages. This is the first. Let's see. We've got a woodworker, springtime vitality, and we've got a winter huntsman who also has still sensitive. Oh, I'm not sure about secret. Let's go for Balder. Although he eats more, he is a shrimpy woodsman, which will help. Okay, let's place those there as well. Then I only need 1 more. I think I see 1 there. Yes. I wonder what my builder is doing. It is 2 AM. And he is not terraforming anymore. And there's nothing left to build. Or, wait, did I place... No, I didn't place a well yet. Oh, I didn't place a well with the Eye of Odin yet. I intended to do that. Let's do that, because the first thing that new villagers are looking for is water and food when they arrive. so let's place a well here now. And as you can see, with a lot of thanks to Grimwolf, I can place the well here. Now it remains red, but as you can see, I can easily place it. There we go. And I am going to name this, but because at some point you have so many wells. I are Odin well. Rename. And I might place a small warehouse here in the future as well, with some cooked food. I'll think about that. So why is my villager not doing anything right now? He should be working. Bjorn, where are you? What is he doing? I have no idea what he's doing, but he's not terraforming. He should be terraforming, and he's not doing that. Yeah, I really like these trees. I mean, the oak trees are also very majestical, but this is, yeah. You know, when looking at this, if you look at these willow trees, let's do this. Don't they also give you the vibe of the, what is it called, the Tree of Life or something in Avatar, in James Cameron's Avatar? Yeah, I mean, I really like it. And we have another builder. Where is he going? Oh, okay. Balder, you are a wood harvester. And you drink more and you eat more. Nice, but not. Okay, so that's... We'll see how that evolves in the future. He doesn't have a night perk, so I'm going to put him on day 1. There we go. He has winter resilience. That is handy for now. He's a wind rider. Yeah, so far I haven't really seen any... Springtime Vitality is nice. Okay, let's continue. Oh, the terraforming is going again. I bet that's Balder. Is it... Where? Where? Huh? Oh, okay, he's... Okay. Sometimes villages can be really weird. I'm going to leave these natural water collectors for the time being. I'll see about that in the future. So let's see. Okay, perfect. This is one. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend that a little bit more. Because I can't place a warehouse yet. But I will be able to do that quite soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this. And as you've seen me done before, those blocks will be removed. So that's not a problem. And this will give a good area to work with. Now, let's help our builder here. Now, as you see, this doesn't do a thing, but these blocks help with getting it to that level. Okay, this doesn't do anything either. There we go. You can take the next one. So what I'm going to do is place a temporary woodcutter. I'm gonna place it here. This is going to be a temporarily one. I'm going to move that. And a temporary stone cutter as well. I'm going to move that in the future as well. So the placement doesn't really matter right now. Because once they've been built, I can place the warehouse. And then I can decide on a more permanent installation, so to speak. And then I can place the warehouse and the workshop hut. And workshop pit, and we need the workshop pit to be able to make the flimsy fences. So yeah, that's going to be an issue. So I'm not gonna put the woodworker at work yet, because the smokers will just tear down the storage. And I don't want that happening. Now, I mean, the priorities of the builders are not always, let's just say, logical. And that's an understatement. As you can see, he has done one. He has terraformed one of the pits, but not the other one. He moved from this area to the woodcutter's pit. Why? I have no clue. I do know that it is annoying. But oh well. I'm kind of used to it right now. That's just Aska things, as we say on Bucky's Discord. I have no idea what my builders are doing. Here's one. And the other one... What time is it? It's 4. Okay, the other one might be in leisure time right now. And otherwise he's just not doing his job. Okay, let's see. Bjorn. No leisure time. He should be working. Bjorn is not working. Is there any reason? I mean, he has access to water, so that's not a problem either. So he has no reason not to work. Could not find any bar... Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I mean... Devs, can you make it so that they will continue with the terraforming? Because this is just annoying as hell. I mean, in the beginning, until you have the builder's hut, you can't direct them to do what you want them to do. And I want the terraforming to be done first and then the building. But I can't let them do that. So now, instead of them terraforming the places, I had to do that because they don't do a damn thing. Okay, so let's place a temporary marker just about here. There we go. And let's mark it settlement hunting, yes, most certainly, and foraging. And like I said, it's temporary because at some point I will adjust that. What I'm going to do... Can I build the mine house yet already? I don't think I can. No, not yet. Okay. Let's cut down some trees here as well. And then I'm going to fish. And apparently not yet call forth... Oh, wait. I am first going to drop off the seeds in the gatherer's pit, because I completely forgot that. Now, what you need to know, the builders or any worker will only go to a certain distance from their working place. And they have, can you believe that? No firewood anymore because they burned it all. That's one of the annoying things as well. Oh, I kind of like that here. I think I might leave that there. So let's drop the... Okay, so that were... Okay. Now, let's see... I can... fish, because we need fish. I mean, I also have red meat. I can wait a little bit with that. I mean, I will barbecue it. I need to first make the bait. Now, I'm only going to use 5 berries for that, because that gives me 20 bait. And with the fish that you can catch in the lake in the spring, and again in the spring, you will get 5 fish meat for every fish you catch. So that's important. That is also why it's so enormously handy to have your start at the lake, because that will help you so much in food production. And there's our first fish. Now, I will give you a tip for fishing. If you pay attention to the tip of your rod, there you see it, it just dipped for the 2nd time. If it dips for the 5th time, you need to pull it in. There we have it, and there's the fish. Because at the 5th time, you won't have the fish. Mind you, other skills may level pretty good. Fishing, not so much. It really takes a long time to level your fishing skills. With the start of our village on the way, and the first 2 villages haven't been summoned, I wish you all a good day. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!